Welcome to beautiful, can I say that word today? Beautiful
It's
downtown
not storming.
LJ. It's not storming. We have electricity. We are very blessed to have had there was one fatality in Jackson County as far as all the news I've heard. We were blessed because in our area there were some tough storms. We know people who won't have power until 10 p.m. in our area tonight. So that's a long time to be without power. We were so fortunate. We had the flickering, but our power never went out. You said yours went out for about an hour?
For about an hour. It flickered a little bit, and I thought, oh boy, here it comes. And it went out, and we were, like I said, we were out for about an hour. But then it came back on, but boy, did we have wind and rains there on my hilltop. I thought I was about to blow away.
You know, there's
really
something
did.
there's a beautiful thing about living on a hill until a storm comes.
Whoa,
Until a
you
storm
buckle
comes.
in and hold up. So there I was, and of course.
Do you have a basement?
No.
No.
Well, actually, I do.
You have a cellar?
I do have a basement, but I don't go in. I have to go outside to go in.
Okay, and you're like me. You ain't doing that.
No, I'm not. I have an inside bathroom that if I had to go, I
Safety
would gather
zone.
my dogs.
Yes,
I would
yes.
go into that and it's a total, there's room, all the rooms around it. So I would go in there. But no, I wasn't going out in that storm to go down in my basement.
Well,
no.
you know, one of the hardest hit areas was over around Carter's Lake. And Carter's Lake, that water drawing that storm in, I can only imagine what they went through.
Oh.
And I know that Miss Kelly was scared. She was scared. I get scared. Anytime a storm comes, if you've lived through a tornado, and we did.
Exactly.
The Palm Sunday tornado, my log cabin down on 515 was hit, our business was hit, and then our other business was hit, and it was damage. There were lives lost that day. Once you have ever been through a tornado,
You hear that sound, you never forget
you
it.
never forget it. You never forget it. And a lot of people on the west end of Pickens County, even though there has not been a tornado declared, a lot of people said, I don't care what the news media says, we heard that roaring sound. And once you hear that, you don't get over that sound.
So it's your eastern end of Pickens County that is more prone to have the tornado.
Western end.
The west of Tornado
side.
Alley that
Yes,
they call.
Yes, from the Jerusalem community, the Ludwell community, the Ranger community, Carter's Lake, that area, and from Carter's Lake like 4 years ago when it went up the valley up, was it 372, and it went up through there. Is that right, 372? But anyway, where the animal sanctuary is, that area was hit hard. That's all the same area that caught it last night. So when they say, oh, you're moving to Tornado Alley, you really are moving to Tornado Alley.
You need to be careful.
Yeah.
Well, coming in, I had been down in Atlanta yesterday, and that's a whole different story. We won't even go there.
But I will say she did go to Krispy Kreme.
Tattletale.
She did go to Krispy Kreme.
Well, the hot light was on. Don't you know cars are
Cars
made
just
to
do
turn
that,
in?
yeah.
When Michelle said, oh, the hot light's on, and I said, we're in trouble.
Yes.
But coming back up on 05, just a section right beyond Fannin Regional Hospital, looking out the window, all of a sudden, it looked like a snowstorm. I could not believe the hail.
Yeah.
And even on the side of the road from the truck, I could see pieces that looked as big as ping pong balls.
Yeah.
And again, on Channel 3, they showed one lady, particularly in Chattanooga, and her windshield and her back window were both broken in,
wow.
and her car looked like someone had taken a baseball bat to it. And she took pictures of hail bigger than like a baseball.
Yeah.
And she said, if I had not seen this, I would not believe it.
Wouldn't believe it.
a
I
mess.
talked to Larry Dodson last night, and he said he got it 3 times. He said, be prepared. Once you think the storm is gone, it will come back again. And he said he had it 3 times, 3 different sizes of hail hit, and the biggest was ping pong size hail. So when we look at that pattern, it truly does set a pattern for...
Hail scares me. Hail
brings other
causes
stuff.
damage.
Yeah.
Hail causes damage that then just exacerbates with the wind and the rain. But I think we were lucky on our strip of Kingtown.
Yeah.
That we just got, but like I said, sitting on my hillside, I thought at one point I'm going to be like that little house twisting around in Kansas.
You're in Kansas
Yeah,
anymore,
Toto, we're
boy.
not in Kansas anymore. But I thought about everybody last night.
wow.
But thank you to Tri-State for getting our electricity back on so fast.
All the power companies have
I
done
could see
a
trucks out
fantastic
working.
job. Yeah.
I could see trucks out working even before the storm hit. And like I said, we were coming up as it was just starting, coming up through your area and coming through, Pickens County and Gilmer County. But we saw several Amicalola trucks and Tri-State trucks. They were out. They were waiting for it. And the emergency management messages coming in on the telephone.
That's what I love. We had plenty of
beautiful.
warning. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Fannin County, because that's where I get them. But again,
I get Pickens County and I get Cherokee County, so I get both. And to see, they pretty much time it just correctly.
Unbelievably so. So congratulations heartily to that.
And to the power companies. There's nothing any harder. Your family doesn't worry anymore than a job working on those power lines.
Well,
and if you're in an area where lines are down, keep yourself in your house. Do not go out and do not wander around, because you don't know when it's a live line or a dead line. You don't know.
I can't imagine. Can you imagine being up there in one of those buckets and one of those gusts of wind come through like it did last night?
No.
I know a couple of them who do that, and I really have to give them praise. I'll thank them at church on Sunday.
I got to say a good day to somebody I saw yesterday while I was pumping gas. You just meet all kinds of sweet people while you're pumping gas. I saw Danny Godfrey yesterday, and he had his Harley, and I'm going to tell you something. I like Harleys. He has got the sharpest Harley you ever saw in your life, and it is a orange with a metallic, almost purple looking. That is the hottest Harley I've ever seen.
You see that
in my
hog
life.
coming from a half a mile away.
Oh my gosh. And you look at these guys, he has done so much to raise all kinds of dollars and toys for the toy drive in Pickens County. When you see those Harleys coming up the road, Harley drivers used to have this bad reputation. Oh, they were Hell's Angels and they were this and they were this. Now they're attorneys, they're hardworking guys, they are doctors, they're and there are women on Harleys today, and they're all doing good for somebody. Harley drivers and riders get together and they do cool stuff for your community.
It's the fastest growing recreational activity for 50s and over, where the doctors and lawyers
and you gotta have money to ride a Harley because they're not cheap.
Used to go play golf. Now they're buying a Harley and they're doing all of this.
Right.
But to watch the veterans that ride, like for instance for Rolling Thunder, because until you talk about the sound of a tornado,
oh my gosh.
That's what Rolling Thunder in Washington D.C. would sound like. You would hear this roll down the highway. But when you think of everything they do and all of the rides they do up here for people,
it's amazing.
And events. We need to watch when you're driving, because
be careful.
More motorists
look twice and save a life.
Turn into motorcycles than anything else. So y'all be careful.
Well, yesterday as I was coming home, I was on the phone and I said I got to get off the phone because I'm getting nervous. I'm in a lot of traffic and here comes a motorcycle, because I'm always very aware of those motorcycles around me. And you can change a family's life forever if you
My
don't
son
pay
rides
attention
one.
to what
I
you're
worry
doing.
about them.
Sure.
I can't. Well, I mean, he's
and
55.
It's not him, it's
but
the other riders.
He's 55. I can't spend I can spend my time worrying about him too. But still, you never know who's behind that helmet either. It could be it could be a family, it could be a mother, it could be a father. Watch those motorcycles. They've got just as much right on the road.
It brings out the motorcycles, because you want to get out. You've had it put up all winter. You want to spiff it up and you want to get out and you want to ride, but please ride safely, guys. Ride safely.
Coming in last night, there was a motorhome from Florida. They were hauling a Jeep and two Harleys behind the motorhome. So they weren't riding the Harleys,
so
but they were.
He's an attorney. A doctor couldn't afford that.
Well, couldn't afford that motorhome by any means. But by all means, be careful out there, everybody.
Be careful out there. When I get near motorcycles, I'm very protective of it. And the only day that I ever drove our motorhome any distance, Angela was going to teach me to drive. Poor Angela, because Mama could not drive I couldn't drive that. The motorhome just intimidated me to death. I'm coming down 225 out of Chatsworth, and I'm holding the steering wheel, and I'm sweating, and I'm
You're about to break it.
Hyperventilating, and honestly, and then all of a sudden, here comes this huge line of Harley riders approaching us. That made me so nervous, and I started swaying to their side. It was almost drawing me to them, and Angela said, "Mom, you really can't drive this thing. You're getting too nervous. Please pull into this church parking lot. Well, the church parking lot had it was a weird turn. And she said, never mind, Mom, go down a little further and turn in. So I was so respectful of those motorcycle riders. It made me so nervous because you can change a family's life forever. And it's like this morning, the concrete truck, that tree may have fallen right in front of him, and then he left the road not to hit the tree or whatever happened. But he was getting out of it. And I was so happy to see that yellow shirt.
She saw a wreck. She was talking about it on Facebook. She was coming out of Pickens County, out of Cherokee County into Pickens.
5:15 and 05, yeah.
And a cement truck went off the road.
And when you see the door open and the guy crawl out, I'm like, yay!
He's okay.
That's good.
He's okay.
And then the tree was right before, so I don't know if the tree fell and it alarmed him and he lost control. I don't know what happened, but I was so happy to see that face coming out of there.
But I'm like you. I feel funny about those cement trucks because with that, if that drum is full and it's turning, it seems to me like they could just easily turn over, and you see fewer accidents with them than you do chicken trucks or something else, for instance. But they give me a little bit of pause to
But you have to respect the truckers of America. If you got up this morning,
good Lord,
and you used toilet paper, a driver brought it to you.
You
if
did
you got
anything.
Up and you fixed your orange juice, a driver brought it to you.
Anything.
Nothing in your house got there without a trucking company bringing it to you.
The world lives by trucks. Now, some of those truck beds may move intermodally up a little distance on a train bed, but I'm telling you, the truckers and those trailers run America even today. Absolutely, even today.
And we don't give them enough respect. I am more nervous about the one trucks on the road, the garbage trucks, because when you look at those, after being in the trucking business, I know what an inspection is like. I know what it's like to fail an inspection. I know how little it often takes to fail an inspection. But to see some of these garbage trucks that I glance over as I'm sitting beside them, and their tires are bald, and they need this and they need that, and they make me nervous.
Do they have to keep a log like other drivers do?
Yes, and we need inspections. We need it to be right. But then we don't need to pick on certain people. You know, we need to just level it out and make it a balanced playing field. But when I literally, and I'm guilty, Dawn says I'm profiling again, but I'll glance over and look at tires, and I'm like, that is a safety hazard.
They scare me. They scare me. Because when you look at the weightage going down the road in that truck,
it's crazy.
It can hurt. And look at what that driver did in Chattanooga a year ago, killed all of those people and caused all that trouble because he wasn't high on drugs and not paying attention.
And it's one of those things, you have to respect the trucker, you have to honor the truckers, because truly we would not get anything in our house wouldn't be there without a trucker.
That truck can't stop on a dime.
So if you whine about trucks being on the road or trucks being in the way, I'm going to wrap myself out today. I was coming up the road and I was running a few minutes. Normally I leave at a certain time, and I was about 8 minutes late leaving, and so I was coming up the road and I'm zipping around and I'm watching traffic and I'm thinking I'm going fast. Everybody was passing me like I was sitting still. And so there was some trucks in the slow lane, so I got over in the fast lane, was going to go around them. Well, as I did, this old granny, and this was funny, in a silver Ford 4x4 truck, gets behind me, and she is right on my bumper, and I'm thinking, chick, I'm not going any faster than I'm going, and I can't get over because there's 4 tractor and trailers right here beside me. When I get to where I can get over, I'll get over. Do you know she pushed me to the point I had to run way over the speed limit to get into the lane, to get out of her way? Well, I took a picture of her tag. I've never done that before, but let me tell you what she was. Retired government, and her tag said so, and I got kind of tickled. Yes, and I have her tag number, and I laughed because I thought I was just trying to get around, because we were coming up a hill and tractors and trailers go slower.
From this area?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out. But tractors and trailers were going slow coming up a hill, and so I went around them, and when I did, I was going a little bit more than the speed limit, but I was being cautious, and she came up on me and she kept pushing me, and I could not get over. over. And I had a choice. I could go faster, or she was going to bite my bumper.
Run right over you.
Or I could just stop in the middle of the road and sell her my car, which might not have been a bad idea.
Yeah, but she
it
might
was
have knocked
crazy.
you under one of those trucks. And
Exactly.
that truck, you don't want that truck to run over you.
But I've never done this before. I have never done this before. But I went over into the slower lane, and then I stayed on her, right, so I could get a picture. And you know what the cool thing was? Within 5 minutes, we were both in a construction zone, and she had to slow down. And I loved it because her passing me and acting like an idiot didn't get her anywhere, because she had to slow down when we got to a construction zone. And then we got to a red light, and I got a really good picture of her tag number, because I thought, and I watched her, and I almost videoed her. She was over this way, she was over this way. She never stayed in the lines. And I thought, she's either on the phone, she's either texting, or she's drunk at 10 o'clock in the morning. There's something about this that isn't right, because she was swaying, and so we have to be defensive drivers.
They say that that's much more important now, to watch out for the other driver than watch what you're doing, because if you know you're driving correctly, there are a lot of nuts on 515.
In all honesty, the old Sherry at the red light would have put my car in park, and if I wasn't who I am today, I'd have walked up there and I'd have jerked her truck door open, and I'd have said, "What are you thinking?"
But nowadays she'd have pulled a gun out and shot you.
Exactly.
You can't do that anymore.
It used to be.
You can't do that anymore, because you never know who's just going to. If she was driving that erratically, who knows?
But be aware of other drivers. It is, and I watched her, and as we were coming up 515, she would be over in the lane. She would be back. She got in the grass several times, and I'm thinking, chick, something's wrong with you, And I don't know what the problem was, but I did take the time to get her tag number. So, and I thought, maybe she's having a medical emergency. Maybe she's flaking out with her sugar. Maybe, who knows what she's doing? But I know she was pushing me like she was a bulldozer, dangerous. And I was a little Tonka truck. So
being dangerous.
So anyway, okay, we have birthdays today, and it's going to start with the belle of the ball. Miss Queen Belle Paula Doris is older than dirt, mud, and slime today, because when you put it all together, she really got old today.
She's over 21 today, huh?
She is. And to Miss Ruth Bridgman, happy birthday to you. And to Cindy Pack, to Kelly Ingram, to Jackie Cox, to Kristen Thompson, to Joanne Marchman, to Debbie Davis Rooker, to Sabrina Turney, to Peter Kissler, to Kathy Smith, to Steve Queen, and to Kendall Waters. Happy birthday to each and every one of you.
And happy spring. Happy
spring. Now, I have a gift here that you brought me. Can we talk about this a minute?
Yes. You have one of the biggest fans you have in McKaysville.
How sweet.
And she brought this over to my house for you the other day.
It.
And she loves how you talk about Alaska. I've not opened it. I've not opened it. But it's supposed to be an antique.
Oh, I can't wait. I love little ladies' hankies.
I know how you love handkerchiefs. And look where it's from.
Alaska. Yay. I love that. 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 I will put that in my memory shadow box in my bedroom. How precious is that?
But I told her I would bring that to you, special delivery.
I love it. Well, my heart is in Alaska, since my beautiful granddaughter Victoria is on KTUU, and you can watch her live streaming on KTUU in Alaska. I love the stories that she's covering, and she is there to win an Emmy or several. She's made up her mind. Thank you so very, very much.
I'm going to go see her in Ski Alyeska one more time. I saw it on television the other day.
Well, today, in honor of my beautiful gift, let's share a recipe from Alaska.
I think this is just perfect timing. I didn't know what you were going to show today.
Well, I think this would be perfect, because we have a recipe that is my buddy Jerry Ballou, the hottest legs in the UPS industry ever.
Cutest knees you've ever seen.
Cutest knees you ever saw. He has retired from UPS, I believe, and he
got married, didn't he?
He and his beautiful wife have gone to Alaska several times. We went to Alaska and spent 5 days up there doing Heart of the Homes. And Jerry would catch the food that we would cook. He caught us salmon, halibut. We had
at $4,000 a pound.
Yeah. And we made salmon patties. Now, everybody knows the story about at the community meal, I would make big, huge pans of salmon patties. Everybody loved them.
They were delicious.
I made them for Freddie Brackett, and he don't like them.
Are they not like his mom's?
They're not like his mama's. They don't even resemble his mama. pajamas, and he doesn't like them. So
Well, now she brought him up right. She cooked.
She did.
And
she did.
And I think he told me the other day she's still fixing him biscuits and gravy every morning.
Every morning, and they have such a special relationship, and I'm so happy they do. But I like my salmon patties.
If she ever makes that chocolate cake again, you are to call me, and I will hit the road.
Well, we have the recipe. Why don't we make it?
But you know what? I bet it's her love and attention. My grandmother, I loved my grandmother to death. My grandmother would not, she would give you the dress off her back, but she would not give you a recipe.
How funny.
And she took her coconut cake to the grave with her.
Oh, wow.
But I love her dearly, but no, and I think
I have
Miss
Loretta's
Loretta's,
recipe.
but she just might have. It was just her love,
little something,
just a little,
yeah.
that little bit of love that goes into it.
And I have had her cakes that other people make, and it wasn't quite the same. Now, today I got a gift because I mailed a card to a young lady up in the Epworth community, and it came back to me undeliverable, and it was Miss Valley Houston. And I was sharing with you the day that I met Miss Valley Houston. I was up in McKaysville. This was 10 years ago, I guess, and I was talking to the mayor in McKaysville, and I told him, I said, "Hey, chick, when you retire, I want to take your job. I need insurance." And he said, "I don't get any benefits." But we were having the most fun.
Oh, take my word for it. The mayor has some benefits. Maybe we don't talk about them, but he gets them. Now, I'll be in trouble for saying that, but he has benefits.
But anyway, we were talking, we were visiting, and as I came out, Miss Valley Houston was there paying her, I think it was paying her water bill, and she spoke to me, and we laughed, and I always remembered her pleasant, smiling face. So when I was sending out cards, I sent her a card, and it came back undeliverable. But now I think I have a better address that she will get it.
We've talked to the post office, and they will take care. They wouldn't give us her post office number, her box number, but they told us how to send it to her. Care of the post office there in Epworth, and they know her.
Yeah. But when the card came back, I was like, oh no. And Joyce Kearns, I sent a card to her, and that's actually how I knew she had passed away, because hers came back deceased. And that just broke my heart. But often, if you don't keep in touch with people, you don't know what's going on. So that's one thing I like about being here daily. Most of y'all are great about sending me messages and keeping in touch.
You're so prominent on Facebook too. Somebody calls you and lets you know.
Yeah.
Or again, your Bells of Ball Ground, or your.
I try to keep up with what's going on.
Your posse will call and tell you if there was a problem.
Yeah,
you know that.
Well, in honor of my Alaska hanky, and I love this.
Young lady.
Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I am going to do a recipe today.
Show her card. Show the card she put in there. She didn't sign it, so I'll tell you later who she is.
How sweet, how sweet, how sweet. And it is a cross, and it is my favorite flower, the iris. That is wonderful. And she did sign it.
Oh, she did?
Janet Ballou. Yay! How sweet is that? How sweet is that? How
sweet is that? But she just wanted you to have that.
I love that. And I love iris, my favorite flower. And look, it matches my cross that I have on the set. That is the coolest thing. Thank you so very, very much. Well, we are going to take a commercial break. Please remember our sponsors. Remember to head down to the Dairy Queen in Jasper, and you can have one of my many favorites. I've gotten to the point. Have you ever been hooked on a slaw dog? I have a problem.
You've talked about it long enough.
I have a serious problem because I can literally taste a slaw dog, and it's just like I have to drive to the Dairy Queen and get me a slaw dog. Mustard, ketchup, and slaw. That's all I want on it. And instead of eating fries, I have my slaw dog, and it sure is good.
You know, I had fried chicken in Atlanta yesterday in one of my favorite places, and I didn't get slaw. And the woman sitting over from me made her slaw look so good.
There's something about it.
I'd gotten fries because they were seasoned fries, but boy, did she make her slaw look
Welcome
good.
to the South, where you want to put some slaw in your mouth. So
completely.
There you go. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to go to Jerry Ballou and I, as we did salmon patties in Alaska. This was a wonderful, wonderful trip, a great opportunity, and we won quite a few telly awards from the shows that we produced in Anchorage.
Sure did.
And thank you to Fred Wyndham, great producer, great editor.
How's he doing?
He's doing okay. He's working on saving his kidneys. So y'all please say a prayer for Fred. He is probably nicest guy I've ever met in my life. Just a wonderful gentleman.
We had so much fun in his. Remember that studio of his in there? The things, the magic he could create.
Yes, he could create.
He had us on a set in France, and you would have thought we were sitting.
Awesome.
You, honest to goodness, would have thought you and I were sitting at the Eiffel Tower. It was amazing.
And WATC Channel Channel 57 in Atlanta actually started in his studio. It is in Woodstock, Georgia, and we have a lot of history with he and I am now going back to WATC to do a program, and I'm excited about that. Miss Betty Cornett has invited me down, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So sit back now and pay attention to our sponsors, but listen to this little simple recipe. It's my salmon patties, and they are pretty good.
They are delicious.
They are pretty good.
You have never been so happy, dancing, swinging, laughing at me, smile on my face. It's happiness for days. Flowers in the garden grow, sun will shine on us below. All our days, growing up and old together, couldn't even dream a better, couldn't even dream a better way. You are everything I need, happy ever after we'll be. Couldn't even dream a better, once upon a life together, couldn't even dream a better way. A better way, a better way.
Fountain Roofing has been providing excellent service for 35 years. Let Lonnie assist you in choosing the roof perfect for your home and your budget. Commercial or residential, he can handle it all. Fountain Roofing continues to provide quality workmanship and will provide references upon request. At Fountain Roofing, we've got you covered. Call Lonnie at 706-692-6997. That's 706-692-6997.
Since 1962, Gilmer Towing has been serving the North Georgia area and would like to say thanks to all of our customers. For over 48 years, Gilmer Towing has carried on a family tradition with an experienced and friendly staff that offers 24-hour damage-free towing, unlocks, and four-wheel drive recovery. So when you're stuck in a ditch, tires flat, or car won't start, give us a call. Local or long hauls, big or small, Gilmer Towing will get them all. Give us a call today at 706-636-4TOW.
In today's changing world, some things should never change. Time-honored compassionate services are what families have come to know with Roper Funeral Home. Our professional and courteous staff offers traditional services, cremations, as well as advanced funeral planning, which relieves the burden from those we love.
Hello, I'm Kevin Roper. If you have any questions about the services we provide, we invite you to give us a call, stop by, or better yet, ask a family who has used our services.
We've had Alpha Insurance since our first daughter.
And when we had quadruplets, we really needed Alpha.
Now we need our own insurance with great rates, fast claim service,
and a local agent we know.
And we want a company our kids and grandkids can trust.
Call Alpha!
For the best agents in the business, call Ed Stepp in Blue Ridge.
Georgia Medical Treatment Center in Canton specializes in low-level pain management. We provide a holistic approach to treatment, managing knee, back, and joint pain along with migraines, allergies, and medical weight loss through holistic and alternative approaches rather than pharmaceutical treatments. By offering multiple specialties under one roof, including chiropractic care and neuropathy injection treatment, we create the continuity of care that assures positive patient outcomes. So take the first step to a life free of pain. Give us a call or go online today to georgiamtc.com.
Hi, I'm Sherry Martin. Welcome back to Jerry Ballou and I in the kitchen. Now we're in the kitchen in Homer, Alaska, and we told you earlier this is my favorite place to be.
And now my favorite
and
place.
becoming your favorite place. When I told you about Alaska, you weren't sure you could trust me. You can trust me.
I can trust you.
You can trust me.
Everything and more that you
Absolutely.
said.
And I trusted you to bring me a salmon today.
And I did, yes.
You did. Now we baked this for about 10 minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And now we've taken it, basically we flaked it, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
And to this we're going to add ketchup, onions, eggs, cornmeal, and a little bit of Mayfield milk.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's put this together.
All right.
And remember, JS's favorite meal was black-eyed peas, cream corn, coleslaw, and salmon patties.
Super.
But he never had fresh salmon patties. So we're doing this in memory of him.
Yes.
This is going to be fun. Okay. Go ahead and add your eggs.
Okay.
I'll put your onions in.
Thank you.
And we did use sweet onions. I like the taste of the sweet onions. And we used a lot of onions. We put half a cup of onions.
Okay.
So now we're going to put ketchup.
All righty.
And woo, I've ruined a lot of good steaks, but this makes salmon patties better.
Yes, it does.
Now, Jerry, I'm going to add some cornmeal. And y'all know I don't measure, but I can tell you right there, it's about 3/4 of a cup. And we're going to see how that works. We may add a little bit more. Okay. Now, put me about half a cup of Mayfield milk in there.
All right.
And guys, once again, the Mayfield milk traveled with us on the plane. You know, folks may think we're crazy, but we travel with Mayfield milk.
No, we're crazy.
No, we're crazy. We're crazy, but we have a great time doing
We
this stuff.
certainly do.
Now you caught a couple of salmon.
Yesterday on the Kenai, and
Which is my favorite place in the whole wide world.
oh, that is beautiful.
The most,
It is
God made that for me.
absolutely
God
gorgeous.
ordered that for me. And I just let y'all visit there. So
Well,
I
thank
think we need a
you
little
so
bit more
much.
meal.
Okay.
So we're probably up to about a cup of cornmeal.
Okay.
Looking good. How much did that salmon weigh?
That one was right at 13 pounds.
Wow. The biggest one Nick caught was a 9-pounder.
Sure, we've got a little
Oh,
bone.
honey, we missed a bone. Could we be fired? Or tarred and feathered? I don't know which. Okay, I think a little bit more milk.
Yep.
A little bit more meal. We're getting there. That was a lot of meat.
It was a lot.
That was a lot of meat.
And that was actually just half
Oh, yeah.
of a fillet. It wasn't the whole,
Right.
whole fillet.
Tomorrow you're going to make us a dip, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
we're going to be making a cream cheese and salmon dip tomorrow
Right,
with garlic.
that's going to be great. Garlicky. And we learned in Alaska, we don't have to shave. We don't have to do our hair. We don't even have to wear makeup because we're all fishing. We all smell like fish, and we love it. We love it, and who cares? It's such a cool, relaxing place. This is, I think we should name Alaska Chillin' Time.
There. Right.
Alaska is definitely chillin' time. Now, maybe a little bit more milk.
Okay.
You know, isn't it pitiful that these folks don't know about Mayfield milk?
It is.
Do you feel bad? They could come to the
Heart
South.
of Tennessee, yes.
Yes, they could come to the South. Now, we are using butter-flavored Crisco.
Let me look in there.
Let's test one of those and see how that's going to go. I think that's going to be okay. Let's try that and see.
A little more cornmeal on the bottom.
And what we're going to do is we're going to brown them, then we're going to wrap them in foil, because as the afternoon goes by, we're going to have folks stopping by, and we're going to have some black-eyed peas, some salmon patties, fresh green beans we brought from Darnell Farms up in Bryson City, North Carolina, some corn that we brought from there, and what about some fried green tomatoes?
Ooh, that sounds wonderful.
I think that sounds good. And do you know, also, while we're here visiting Alaska, we're going to do a recipe a guy on the plane gave me. It's halibut Olympia, and we're going to use blue plate mayonnaise and sour cream with that one, another ingredient we brought.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be
wonderful.
cool. Now, the salmon is just bubbling, and it's going to take just a couple of minutes to cook. We're going to turn it, and then we'll wrap it in foil and keep it warm until our guests arrive.
Super.
And this is going to make probably, what, you think about 24?
Yes, at least.
And dirt cheap. Didn't cost you but $7,000 to get here.
That's it.
You know, that's okay. Did you fly first class?
I did not. I can coach, but you did. I know.
Honey, go
Your
first
first
class, your
class.
heirs will. Yeah. Believe me.
You're first class all the way.
Thank you. Thank you. This has been a great trip. We ordered 60-degree weather. We got it.
Yes.
We ordered cool. We got it. We ordered sunshine. We almost got it.
Yeah.
So
It's
God is
perfect.
good to us.
It
God is good
most
to us.
certainly is.
Absolutely. Now this looks great. And it's not going to take long to brown it. And I like the taste of the butter flavored Crisco.
Yes, I found that when using butter flavored Crisco, it always it does add that
A little bit
flavor.
richer.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit richer. Have any more calories? Doesn't matter.
That's okay.
Doesn't matter. Now, when we do the halibut, have you caught any halibut yet?
Not yet.
Well, Brian Zach left us some in the refrigerator.
Super.
When we got here, I think Brian, he may have just gone in there and snatched that thing up out of the inlet, but we have halibut for tomorrow. So we've been very blessed with meeting people here and people helping us to do what we do. So this is going to be really cool. And now you get to stay longer than I do. I'm jealous.
Well,
You're going home next Thursday?
Yes.
Yeah,
Thursday.
wow. And I said when we decide to do Alaska, this is my gift to our viewers. So many people have said, I'd love to go to Alaska, but I can't. I want you to enjoy Alaska.
Okay.
And I want you to, when you go back, you share your story with people.
I certainly will.
And we'll let folks know that this is truly one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Yes, it is.
It really is. And it's the kind of place, now I come here often because I'm hooked on Alaska. You're hooked on fishing.
I'm hooked on Alaska too. I will definitely be back.
Could we get a job with the tourism committee?
I think so.
I think we could. What do you think it'd pay? Enough to fly first class. Now guys, Jerry and I are going to be cooking up our salmon, and when you come back we're going to talk to you a little bit more about Alaska, and we're going to share some more recipes with you, and we truly are going to give you some ideas on how you can do a trip to Alaska, because everybody can do that. Yes. And it's the kind of trip, don't just plan your life, live your life. Sure. And live your life in Alaska. Homer, Alaska, actually.
Yes.
Or the Kenai.
Or the Kenai.
Or Seward.
Or Seward.
Or Soldotna. So we're going to give you some ideas when we come back, guys. Hang around now. And we're enjoying the most awesome view in the world. For our Facebook friends, you've got to watch tonight. Go visit a friend that's got ETC. If you don't have ETC services, you need to go visit somebody.
You need to call them and tell them you want service put in.
So many people live away from here that are watching us, and it breaks my heart because they are missing the cool stuff. They're missing the recipes. They're missing the footage of Alaska. But
my friend in Sacramento, Debbie, it's beautiful. Go. I'll send you something.
It's gorgeous.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
We were actually in Hatcher's Pass in Alaska there.
Were you? Oh,
and Hatcher's Pass is one of the most beautiful places in Alaska. It is just outside Wasilla. So if you go to Alaska, and you know, I tell everybody, start right now and save the money to make a trip to Alaska before you die. If you
keep talking about we need to do that. I want to just go back to Portage Glacier or drive down Turnagain Arm down through there and watch the boar tides.
Beautiful.
But I mean, it looks like a set with beluga whales and eagles flying. I'm not joking. At one point, the beluga whales were out there at the Turnagain Arm. Eagles were flying overhead and doll sheep were up on the mountain on the side. And I said, this
doesn't look real.
It looks like a story. You've put this together to show us. It absolutely is like that. So Tori, I'm coming to see you, sweetie.
And I will tell you, Alaska has some great airfare right now.
Yes, they do.
After May, it changes, because after May, everybody goes to Alaska. So May
and there
to
are
September.
some wonderful hotels and motels and cabins, just like up here. So look into it, because it's, to me, I would rather go back to Alaska now than to go anywhere in Europe.
Oh, yeah.
I feel safer in Alaska than I do going.
Yes.
I don't have an inclination to go to Europe.
Regardless of the Democrats in Alaska, we feel safer.
Well, you know, she's got her gun down there in Wasilla, so we know that at least she's looking after us.
Do you know, one of the sad things about Alaska is the unemployment rate has been terrible. Suicide rate, I believe it's still the highest in the nation, and drug abuse,
and drug abuse and alcoholism.
And alcohol. And it is truly from boredom and a lack of...
You can't run home to mama when you have a problem if mama's not there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's weird.
You're there, and it's difficult to get down to Oregon or somewhere for a weekend.
Well, Dawn found this place. Now, y'all are going to laugh, because I've got a piece of property that I've had listed for a while, and it's 15 acres with a pond. It is 1.25 miles off of a paved road, and when you tell people it's 1.25 miles off of a paved road, they're like, oh really? Well, yeah, but it's a beautiful drive. But Dawn sent me the information, and she wants to buy a place in Alaska, and I'm reading all the details and listening to this and looking at this. It is 7 miles by trail to get to the road to get out of the place.
Do you ever watch any of the Buying Alaska shows? The same thing.
I said, are you crazy?
If you've been, you understand that.
Crazy?
You understand that if you've been.
The mosquitoes there are this big, y'all. The mosquitoes can tote you out of there.
They land on you.
It's
There's
crazy.
nothing bigger than a summer mosquito in Alaska.
It's crazy, but Dawn has this vision, and I said, this is my daughter that when the power goes off in Ludville, Georgia, call the power company, find out why we don't have power. We don't have power. We haven't had power for 20 minutes. We haven't had power for 3 hours.
Does she know what a compost toilet is?
No, but she would learn. But this property, Janet, was over $300,000. It was like 15 acres, something like that, maybe 15 acres, but it had a sawmill and it had a home on it. But it's 7 miles by a little trail to get out of there, to get to the road.
There are people in Alaska who fly from point to point because there are no roads.
No way to get there.
To get from point A to point C, you got to get in your airplane and fly up and go.
As much as I love Alaska May through September. I love Alaska right here in Anchorage, in Seward. I love Alaska down in the
I love Sitka. I love Sitka.
Well, I've never been there.
You've never been to Sitka?
No,
oh, it's a beautiful old Russian town.
I've been to the Russian village. Now I've been to
But you need to go to Sitka. You need to go to Sitka. We need to start. I've got a jug at home with money in it. I'm going to write Alaska on it, and we're just going to start building our time to go to Alaska.
And honestly, y'all, there's so many people who say, I've always had the dream to go there, and you don't go. Do it. Do it.
I'm always amazed, even, for instance, at church, the number of people who go to Epworth First Baptist Church who have been to Alaska is remarkable. You don't think about it.
That's awesome.
And they'll start talking about it. So.
Well, I'm going to take you somewhere. It's nowhere near Alaska. It's very close to here. Get out of that winter cocoon into a more beautiful, youthful you at our upcoming event. This is Blue Ridge Dermatology, March the 23rd from 3 to 6, Community Room of the Bank of the Ozarks. This is, they're going to be introducing some new things that day. They're going to be giving away about $5,000 worth of products, because when you look at what these things are that they're giving you, it is a real, true gift.
I need to go talk to the lady about the mineral makeup, because I love mineral makeup, and I caught the bit of it.
She was 36 years old. She looked 23.
I caught the end of that, and then you're going to get mad at me. I dozed off and missed the rest of it, and I was watching it. I wasn't taping it. But I'm fascinated by what she was saying, because I'm spending a fortune on bare minerals now.
Well,
I need something to take care of my face.
La Belladonna, and it is a company been in business 25 years. They will have somebody there to talk to you about their makeup. This is
but she's not going to be there. But
she's not. But the day you go there, you get 20% off of all the products you buy.
So you, Miss Shirley, have your reservations made?
We do this. This is something we've never missed. We've never missed this. Do we look younger because we've been going to this, y'all? I don't know. But I do use their products, and my skin feels better. And I think that's something I wasn't aware of as we age. My skin was drying out, but
when that tightness, when you wash your face and your face feels so tight, is what I don't like. And we all know how old I am. I tell everybody how old. You talk about older than dirt. That's me. But I really watch my face now and my skin, because as you said on that show, your skin is your largest single organ of your body, and that's when it's gone, it's gone.
Well, I want to remind y'all of a great concert that's going to be happening this weekend. This is at Hiwassee at the Georgia Mountain Fair, March the 25th. Mercy Me, great group, going to be there, and these tickets are still available. Pick up the phone and call them at 706-896-4191. And if you like Airstreams, the Airstream Rally is going to be up there in April. And I'm telling you, people come from everywhere pulling those Airstreams.
What people put into an Airstream is unbelievable.
Gosh, it's unreal. And a lot of people are living in them now. They're taking them park to park.
We went to one in Helen. And just fascinated by what people do.
So we want to remind you about that. And also don't forget the Hamilton Gardens at Lake Chatoog. This is Hiwassee Hamilton Gardens. Was a gift of, now think about this, a gift. Somebody just thought this much. Hazel and Fred Hamilton in 1982, when they donated their collection of nearly 1,000 rhododendrons and native azaleas to Towns County, then this is when this Hamilton Gardens was done.
If you've not seen this place in bloom, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like It's
The
better
photos
than
are
it's better than
gorgeous.
going down to Callaway because they're more
closer,
concentrated,
too.
and you can get there.
Yeah.
And it's more concentrated. Callaway is so spread out.
She just said a bad word. You know what you have to do to get to Callaway Gardens? Go I-85 south of Atlanta.
South of Atlanta.
You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
No, but it's beautiful when you get there.
It is beautiful. Now, don't forget National Day of Prayer. It's interesting. There's a National Day of Prayer coming up on May the 4th. This has been happening for many, many years, but every single day, and on Thursdays especially, in all the towns that we serve now, there are prayer days going on. Awake America Prayer, and get involved in that. Be part of that. And know that prayer does change things. Prayer makes a difference. Absolutely makes a
So now,
difference.
have you talked to Mr. Matt lately?
I did. I talked to Matt on
How the inspirations?
Friday. They're
How
doing
are they
great.
structuring?
They're
When are you having them here?
One guy's gone, and liked him a lot, but they have to downsize. They're looking at what they're going to do to keep things like they are. Love the inspirations when it was Archie and Matt, and everybody was like,
We need
it's
Mike
supposed
back.
to be. I like the older guys. And like Eddie Dietz, I love Eddie Dietz. I love
Well,
Troy
he's gone.
Burns.
He's gone.
I love Marlon. No, Eddie's here.
Oh, is Eddie Dietz still alive? I was
yeah.
thinking he was
He's still
gone.
alive. He's standing on stage. But no, who's gone is Jack the Bear Hunter.
Jack, okay,
Jack Laws
Jack.
is gone. But what
Two
they're-
Shoes.
No, Two Shoes is Archie.
Two Shoes would, but no, Jack Lawson would sing Two Shoes.
No, Archie. That song was done for Archie by a lady here in Resaca, Georgia. And she sent it to him, and Archie does it.
I'm sorry, guys.
Jack Laws.
I just love listening to you.
Jack Laws does, what is the song?
But now Jack Laws is
Come
gone.
Spring. Yes, Jack passed away.
Passed away
He
not
passed
long-
away.
yes.
But he did a song called Come Spring, and I think if I remember right, it was written maybe, who wrote that song? I'm going to Google that and
So
find out.
now, who's
but
going
it's
to
a-
play the piano with Martin
I
gone?
think they have some young guys
So
that are
they're-
really good musicians, and I think that part is really doing well. And then they have guitar, and I think getting it to come together and make it what it has to be, and it is. I think it's going to be the best it's ever been. I really.
Well,
think it's
now
gonna
what
be
I
the
want
best
you to
it's
do
ever
is
been.
get Matt on the phone. Now we would love to have them at Cherry Log in October.
They'll never do that.
Oh, you and I both know that, but
In October, they are booked 3 years
it would be.
out.
But it's nice to say we would love to have
We would
them.
love to have you.
But if
I mean,
you're
it ain't
available
gonna
on
happen.
April the 29th, we're doing a ramp
It ain't
festival.
gonna happen there either.
We need you to come to the ramp festival.
I
and eat
am
ramps.
coming to the ramp festival. I am not going to eat ramps, but I am going to get some ramps because I'm going to do a turnip recipe using ramps. I'm going to try.
I love
it.
ramps. I
Well,
love
I
ramps.
love them, but a little bit goes a long way.
I was down at
so-
Dr. Eric's the other day, and somebody said, I heard you talking about, they were Facebooking, and she said, I heard you talking about ramps. What in the world are ramps? And I was telling her between I said, it's an onion family.
Yes.
It's stronger than onion. It's probably a little stronger than garlic. It depends
Yeah.
on the age of the of the ramp, how old they are.
Yeah.
But I said, she says, well, where do you buy them? And I said, you go into the woods and
Yes.
pull them.
Yes.
And people keep their locations
Yes.
secret
Yes. Yeah, it's
because they do
crazy.
not share where they go
Crazy.
in
Well, I
and
want
harvest
just a
their
little
ramps.
tiny bit to put in some turnips. I'm going to.
I just heard say I've had them in cornbread
Oh, interesting.
and delicious.
Wow.
Absolutely
Wouldn't have
delicious.
thought of that,
in
so-
turnip greens, I can imagine would be
Well, I want to
wonderful.
fry turnips with them with bell peppers and onions and
Yeah.
a little bit of ramps and add that little kick to it. So I want to try that. And I'm going to try it.
I found Hans Cook's South show the other day when he was cooking ramps, and I got tickled watching that. But yes,
Yeah.
April 29th
You should
at
have
the Cherry
smelled
Log
that day.
at the Cherry Log Clubhouse, the Ramp Festival.
You'll be able to smell it from Gilmer County. so.
It's excellent, wonderful. I can't wait. My mouth is watering already.
All right, we've got to take a commercial break. Please remember our sponsors. Keep them in mind when you are shopping insurance, when you're thinking about going out and going out to dinner. Think about taking your kids to the Dairy Queen. Think about things that will keep us doing what we're doing. And I'm so appreciative of Paul Kiker, who's been with us forever, to Ed Singleton, who has been with us forever. And tomorrow, Ed Stepp is going to be visiting with us. I think
Great.
it's either
He must
tomorrow
be-
or next Tuesday. I can't remember.
He must be
but-
doing well.
But I also have a gentleman, a craftsman, coming on tomorrow who's making something for me, and he already has it made, and he's going to bring it and share with me. And he has a very unique technique with leather that he's been doing for 30 years.
Is he the man you've had on before?
Never had him on
Never had him
before.
on before.
And very interesting gentleman who is very, very talented. And when you take a piece of rawhide and you turn it into something beautiful, he's going to be here tomorrow. We're going to share that. But right now we are going to share a commercial break. We'll be back shortly.
With speeds up to 150 meg, ETC and Ignite delivers more shopping, more music, more learning, more streaming, more speed to power smartphones, movies, and streaming video, more speed for more devices in your home, and more room in your budget with ETC's low pricing and bundled discounts. Get the fastest internet around with Ignite's new 150 meg. More speed, more savings. Call ETC today.
Proverbs 4:26 states, "Ponder the path of your feet, then all your ways will be sure."
Too often, investors are looking for instant gratification or some secret formula for success.
The prudent, however, have pondered the path of their money, invested with a vision, and based upon a plan that drives the selection of their investments.
We believe the prudent approach is to have a strategy and patiently work towards your goals.
Give us the opportunity to compete for your business, because at Kuiker Wealth Management, the wisdom is in the planning.
I'm Lawrence Smith, University of Georgia. Today we have John Davis, former Georgia Tech All-American, Frank Ross, captain of the Bulldogs' 1980 National Championship team in a Subway showdown. Subway.
How many Subways does that Singleton own? He just up at number 17. He started in my hometown of LJ. Yeah, but he graduated from University of Georgia.
Hey guys, who's hungry?
It looks like Subway and Singleton Food Services Incorporated, the winner again.
All love Subway.
Chevy runs deep in Canton at Bill Holt Chevrolet. Deeper selection, deeper discounts, and we're letting everybody know it. Not just Chevy buyers in Atlanta. Chevy buyers in Blairsville, Blue Ridge, Jasper, and Ellijay. If you're out there, we're right here with one huge selection at Truck HQ. Always get our lowest prices and friendliest service. Online, BillHoltGM.com.
'Cause when you're talking trucks, you're talking Truck HQ.
At Blue Ridge Dermatology, we believe your skin is vital to your health. That's why each of our providers gives personalized treatment recommendations. Let Dr. Mills do a thorough exam. He specializes in all skin conditions. Jamie Savageau is our nurse practitioner who specializes in skin disease. And our physician's assistant, Patrick Martin, is a certified injector for facial rejuvenation. Our certified laser technician, Donna Atosco, performs laser procedures with the latest gold standard equipment. Susan Newton is our medical esthetician. She specializes in chemical peels and skin tightening. Let one of the staff at Blue Ridge Dermatology help you look and feel your best.
When Mike leaves town, it's a little scary. You never know who might be outside. But we feel safer inside knowing our home is being monitored by a local company. I can check our alarm from just about anywhere. So when we get home, I know it's safe.
Get peace of mind for your family with a local company. Switch your current security monitoring to ETC Security and get 6 months monitoring free. Call ETC Security now or visit etcsecurity.com to learn more.
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
Okay, you're getting out your Harleys for spring. It's time to get out those hot rod cars. And don't forget, the Moonshine Cruise-In is going to be in Hiawassee, Georgia. If you sign up now, get everything in order to know that you're going to be doing this. Featured entertainment is going to be Confederate Railroad, the Kentucky Headhunters.
That ought to be one wild show.
That ought to be one wild show. There's going to be
Holy cow.
A car show, a parade. There's also going to be sales of all kinds of parts.
The most marvelous old cars.
The most
marvelous old.
This is live music,
old Thunderbirds and Mustangs, right down my alley.
A swap meet, folk show, exhibits. Pioneer Village will be open, automotive vendors, mountain crafts, and much more. And this is July 13th through 15th. So plan your holiday, plan your vacation around it.
I have been many times, and I will say wear something cool.
Yeah, and I love the logo and the way they did this. It really does look like us. But this is, and if you want to register your vehicle, If you register before July, it's $40 to register your vehicle, and you can be part of the parade and all the things that are going on. So you can get in touch with Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds, and they can give you all the information, or you can get online and just look at the Georgia Mountain Cruise In. And it's one of those things. They've been coming here several years.
There's
and this
cars
guy
in the
really
most
likes
amazing locations in and around there.
And the parade
and the food.
is awesome.
Oh, and the food. Let's
Yeah.
go back. Like I told Hilda that day, I have more than once eaten my way in one gate and through the other one and started over again.
Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. We are hoping that everybody has power by the end of the day. There are still a lot of folks in our area. There are still trees down everywhere. Please be aware of your surroundings. And to my sweet little gift, I am going to put this in, and I'll take a picture of it in my little case in my bedroom. I got to share this with y'all. My sister and brothers came to visit, and they hadn't seen the piece of furniture that's the world's largest shadow box until they came to my house, and this was the piece of furniture
She
that
really
came.
nailed you on that cross.
I love that. I love that.
Oh, that
It's
didn't
so
sound
sweet.
good, did it? She nailed you on that cross.
but
She
it's
really got the gist of you completely.
Perfect.
Just
Perfect. I love this.
Your personality, perfect.
Alaska, but it's going to go in my big shadow box, and with all my other goodies that are life's memories, and that's so cool. I
That's
wonder
so
what
pretty.
year
Look at
she
that.
got that.
I don't know, but she just kept telling me when
that
she was
the
standing there. She
sweetest
said,
thing?
"These are
So sweet.
antiques," and she said, "I know how she feels about Alaska," and she said, "I just had to share it with her."
I love antique linens. And I got the sweetest gift from Miss Vicky. Her mother-in-law, and I don't know if it was her mother-in-law's, who's 97, or her mother-in-law's mother's. She gave me something of hers in the old linens, and I'm going to use it in my kitchen. There's something about the comfort of old stuff surrounding me. I love it.
I have an old antique stand for, it's a ringer, but it would hold a wash pot, and I have it in my kitchen, and I have antique old tea towels and hanging on that, and I just
I love it.
Love it. And people walk in and go, well, that's interesting.
I love it.
But it's just something that you just can't, old stuff you can't get rid of.
Do you have a can filler, so when you're canning, you fill your cans?
No, because I never canned, and I think when Sarah died, James's daughter Melinda came in and got her can, got everything canning wise
by putting it in the dishwasher. I think it must be aluminum, and for some weird reason, the chemicals I used in the dishwasher turned it, but I still have it and I still use it, and it's clean.
I bet the ladies at Cherry Log have them though, because boy, they can.
I love the old can filler, the old dipper that you dipped water from the bucket at the
I have one of those hanging in my kitchen wall.
Yeah, I love that.
I have one of those.
That's comfort stuff. That's stuff that just makes you feel good.
I'd give anything. I spent summers with my grand and great grandparents up in North Georgia, and I'm the one that he would milk fresh milk into my tin cup, and I would drink it, and oh, I can taste it right now, and it was always so good. I'd give anything to know whatever. I wish I had that tin cup.
Yeah.
Because he would keep it in the barn for me.
Yep.
He would wash it out in the well and then hang it in the barn. And when he got ready, if I wanted milk, he would milk into my tin cup.
And see, that's priceless. That's priceless.
Even
and
today, today I still drink hot milk, and my kids both
Gotta
cringe.
be ice cold. Gotta be ice cold. Woo! I'm
No.
with you kids. I'm with you
No,
kids.
I drank fresh milk
we
forever.
have just a minute, and we're going to do something. We're going to give you a copy of the Bridgmans. If you can call me and tell me on April the 29th what kind of festival is happening at Cherry Log, you're going to win a copy of the Bridgmans CD. Call us at 866-939-2329, and you will win a copy of the Bridgmans CD.
Now, we would love to have them.
The name of the festival.
Them there on the 29th
You
of
have
April.
to plan ahead. You have to plan ahead.
I'm not even music chairman. I'm just saying.
But anyway, call us at 866-939-2329, and you will win a copy of the Bridgmans CD. Their music it's one of those things you can put in your CD player and you leave it forever because it's
over and over
music.
and no, that's
Over
Bill
and over.
Sinyard has my no. I have ridden up and down 515 with Bill Sinyard 5,000 times. And by the way, Bill, I heard you were at ZZ Top. I was too, but I never saw him.
Oh wow!
Never saw him. But then there were 2 or 3 other people there too.
Two or three other people
there.
Yeah.
One of the
Several
loudest
hundred.
things I've ever been to.
Yeah, it was. I heard
And Winona was unbelievable too. But everybody that comes, there is not a bad show at Anderson Music Hall. The facility is so good, and Hilda has such a good array.
After Mercy Me, Clint Black will be there. So, so don't forget that. Okay, it is time for us to sneak out of here. I'm going to sneak back to Pickens County, possibly to Dahlonega. I'm waiting on a call. I'm listing a house up there on the river. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful home for somebody.
Oh, I think I'll go to Dahlonega with you.
You can pick up the phone and call me if you're looking for real estate. My number is 404-375-0590. It is time for us to get out of here. We're going back to beautiful downtown McCaysville,
where I have electricity.
That's right.
I don't know. I may go to Dahlonega with you. I love Dahlonega. I have things to go do.
See you again soon, only on ETC. Don't touch that dial. We got stuff coming up all day long. And at 5 o'clock today, we will have our trading time. Pick up the phone, call. You can buy, sell, trade, swap. Give us a call, and please stay tuned to us. And if you know somebody who's without power, check on them. Just check on them. Make sure everybody's okay. We'll see you again soon.